show up in young adults and student athletes. How do you, I'm not going to say we because I'm not a coach, but you as coaches or coaches out there, how do you recognize that? And what can you do about it, teaming up with the athlete, with the coach, to recognize this and to stop that decision-making fatigue? So let's first talk about episode 60 today. Thank you for joining us as always. We do appreciate that. New episodes every Wednesday, 9 a.m., Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and on Softball Strength Academy YouTube page, you can watch the show as well. Let's talk about that first though. What is decision-making fatigue? We teased it a little bit last week, but what exactly is decision-making fatigue? How does it affect all athletes, all ages?
Sure. You know what? I think this is something everybody can relate to. It's not just an athlete that can relate to it, where you're essentially burnt. Someone asks you even like, hey, what do you want for dinner? You're like, I don't care. I just don't want to make a decision about it. It's like, I've had so many things to have to decide on today. And I think as we make more and more decisions, or as we're forced to make more and more decisions throughout our day, the quality of our decision gets lower and lower and lower. And actually this like particular phenomenon of decision-making fatigue is why they have you see politicians who are sometimes very smart, or people in like very high up roles, like big time CEOs, whatever it is. They're very smart. They're very organized, but then they make some bonehead mistake that gets them caught or gets them in trouble. And they're blaming decision-making fatigue on this, that they've had the quality of their decision-making is so low. So I think the busier that we see young athletes getting, the sooner that they're getting busy, the more AP classes they're taking, or the more technology and media that they get exposed to at their fingertips, or the more, whatever it is that we are just piling on humans, young student athletes included, all of a sudden we are just piling also on this decision-making fatigue that is happening in their life. And we start to kind of see that snowballing as to not leading to better performance all the time.